All right, well, I'm Miss Parker.
Hey guys, I'm Miss Suttles.
And I'm Mr. Davis.
And I'm going to start off by talking about math. In math, we just finished up with number lines and even and odd. And now we are kind of moving on, starting on Monday. And your student is going to be doing adding 10 more and doing 10 less. And we really want them to be able to do this in their head, not doing it through subtraction at all. We want them to see that the ones place stays the same and that tens number, the one in the tens place, is the only number that changes. Sorry, people are joining us as we're talking. So anyway, like I said, we want them to be able to do it in their head, not through subtraction, okay? And then we'll move on to doing 5 more and 5 less, seeing that the ones changes, but the tens doesn't change unless you're going up. All right, and then what we're doing this week, as you can tell, our lessons may have been a little shorter than normal. We've been finishing up our first grade assessment in math, and that's just to give us kind of a guideline on what things they need a little more practice on from first grade that they may have struggled with, or that they may have not even got because of the break that we had to take with the virus. All right, Ms. Suttles is going to talk about literacy.
Hey everybody. So far we have started out the year working with fiction literacy, and we have been working on them answering questions like who, what, when, where, why, and how. Also, we've been learning about how characters respond to major events in a story. So this week we started working with nonfiction, and they've been reading real information about amphibians this week. We're still learning how to answer who, what, when, where, why, and how with nonfiction text, but we're also working with text features. So next week we'll be doing a book about spiders, and they'll be looking at glossaries, index, captions, all of those kind of text features, and learning how that helps you as a reader. And then we'll also be looking at author's purpose and talking about why an author writes a story. So if it's fiction, we're talking to them about how that story has been written to entertain them. And if it's nonfiction, then it's been written to teach them new information. Thank you for your time.
All right, and I will be sharing with you about the science and the social studies. So far, we've been talking in science about sound, and we've done some experiments here in class that are going with the sound that wants to, how you can explore sound in our environment and so forth. And now that our students will be coming back in October, we'll be able to do a little bit more with that with our hands-on lesson kits that we have also. Also, we've been studying in social studies, we've been learning about mapping and cardinal directions, and which is the northeast, west, south. A lot of them were very interested in that, and they enjoyed playing on the maps and figuring out which direction they are going. So they've done very well with that. And we'll be going each 9 weeks, something different that way. We'll be posting this to our school YouTube channel. And also we have a YouTube channel that has a list of each of the 9-week standards with examples and so forth that you guys can look at. And that can be found through the school website.
All right. I'm going to talk to you now about the progress report that will be coming out next week
For B students.
for B students, and then the following week for A students and those who are coming back from remote. It's my understanding that the ones who are remaining remote will be mailed out to you. All right, so the progress report looks something like this. It's a little weird looking. And just to give you an idea, not only will they have a number grade, so that's different. I know in first and kindergarten it wasn't a number grade. So they do start number grades in second grade. And beside the number grade, it kind of lets you know, is this a strength for the student? Is this something just steadily maintained? Is it something that needs strategic support, or is it something that needs intensive support? Okay. So we're going to be looking at that for the language piece, the math, the science, And then also for the social emotional learning part as well. And then at the very bottom, there's a part where we have to tell how they were on their virtual week, or if they're 100%, how they're doing virtually, period. Are they someone who is always on there for every live lesson? Are they someone who's kind of limited and infrequent? Are they someone who doesn't participate at all? So we have to grade them on each of those things. And then at the bottom, there's a teacher comment section.
And then I just wanted to remind you how important it is, please, to make sure that your child is reading nightly. I know our kids are really enjoying the book right now, the Toothpaste Millionaire book. So, that's great if you're reading it to your child, if your child's reading it to you, or if you guys are taking turns reading one page at a time. But I know in a lot of classes, that's what the kids are reading right now. Also, they always have access to the week that they're at home with their computer. They can be doing Rise Kids, or they can be doing Literacy Footprints. So just keeping them reading is so important. Also, working on those addition and subtraction facts will really, really help them. We want that to be something that they can do very, very quickly this school year. Okay, thank you.
And one additional reminder that we'd like to give you all as we get ready to come back with more students and everyone together on October the 5th, we're asking that parents, when your child does come to school, to please remember to send them with a clean mask, and that to be washing their mask, and that the water bottles that we have provided with you, make sure that you wash those each evening also, because they're able to fill those up daily at the water fountains, and so that they have water when they need it. So that way we have a strong, healthy environment for our kids as they come back.
Okay, so now we'll take any questions while the three of us are here. You can ask anything about virtual, or something about academics, or something in particular that you've been wanting to ask. So all you have to do is push unmute and talk, and then we'll get back to you and let you know what the answer is. Anybody have any questions? If you don't want to talk, you're welcome to type it in the text chat box as well. Okay. Well, if we don't have any questions, then we look forward to seeing your students whenever they return, whether that be tomorrow or whether that be next week. And we look forward to having a great school year. Bye, guys.